And welcome back to the Kerrnel Does Feed the Beast. We are on the Trek Ultimate server, and I have a cold. We are back at the lighthouse, and we are going to make payment. Actually, we've already paid for this, so we'll probably tear this down as much as I like it. Excuse me. But I heard that we had a new shipment in, so I'm going to go check it out. I'm trying to renegotiate with Zombieskinner on the fossils. I think the 4 diamonds per relic, or 4 diamonds per biofossil, is not a bad deal. If we could pay 8 diamonds for an actual fossil block if he silk touched it. And I've also proposed maybe adding some permafrost. If he could silk touch that, we'd be willing to pay a couple of diamonds per block of that. But in the meantime, we have this awesome shipment by air. It's pretty cool. Let's see if we can go say hi to the pilots. Nope. It'd be really cool if we could stick a pilot in here like a zombie. That would be hilarious. So, let's see what we got in the shipment here. Oh, what is this? Alright, don't get sidetracked. We can check out that in a minute. Check that out in a minute. Awesome grammar. Hello, it's Zombie Inc. Again, this is Airplane. The shipment, unlike the fossils, isn't free. So the price for shipping is 4 diamonds, and the supplies is 20 diamonds. You don't have to accept, but all the items will be taken back. Fossils will be in the next shipment from Zombieskinner. Okay, so we're still negotiating the fossils, but I think... So we've got a bunch of iron blocks. I don't know why there's diamond here. I didn't put any diamond in here. There's 64 blocks of gold. We could actually use the gold for other builds. And I think this is probably from when we needed the iron from the walls. I hope it is not one of those opt-out situations where stuff just arrives at your door and you could either take it or leave it. But I think we could use this, so I have actually prepared myself, and we have 25 diamonds. I don't think the diamonds were meant for us, so I'm going to leave them back in there. So, thank you, Zombie Inc. We will put the good use, if not now, then in the future. So, it was good to have that, and so hopefully we can strike up a deal with Zombieskinner on the fossil situation, because we're going to need lots of them. And we're going to continue to mine them as well, but it'd be great to get shipments in from all over the place. And so I think our next order of business, I believe, is that I think I want to move that tree over here. I don't really care much for this particular oak tree. And I'm wondering if this will they actually drop saplings or not. I think I have an extra sapling. I think. Do I? I can't remember. It's been a couple of days since I've worked on this. And I know I built that there. Saplings. I do. I have one. Plant fossil. Oh, wait. Is that a plant fossil? Wait. Do I plant that? Man, I can't remember. I think I do. I think I plant it and then I bone meal it. So let me get some bone meal. And let's stick this back in the inventory. Let's go back upstairs. Man. Why you build the thing if you're not going to use it? Alright. Where's my axe? So we are going to tear this tree down and replant it. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'll be back in a sec, since this is pretty standard. Okay, so it turns out that the plant fossil is not something that I can plant. I can't remember how I got the sapling. I have to go back and check my notes. Oh, that's terrible. But we did get one sapling from the tree over there. Hopefully we'll get another one. And we'll plant this bad boy there. And we'll get rid of these. And hopefully we can do that before all of the other guys die, the ferns. Alright. Oh, no. They went away. Now that sucks. And I don't see any other whatever they're called, saplings, which is a shame. Alright, so one sapling per tree, I guess, is what we can expect. So we'll replant some ferns around the base here. But I wanted to show you, so we got the planks here. So these are the planks, kind of wonky, but that is what you get from the paleo raft logs. So I'm gonna hang around here for a minute, see if we get any more saplings, and then we'll go back and plant some ferns. Yeah, they just destroy. Oh well. So I'm just cleaning up around the helicopter. And one thing I hadn't considered was cleaning this up over water. And what makes it a little more difficult is that I was using my my force axe, which tends to want to destroy everything all at the same time. And I am not... Where do those pieces go? They're kind of scattered all over the place here. I hope I got everything. I guess I did. I guess I did. Huh. Alright, well. Continue getting all of this done up, and then we'll stick it in a chest over there, and let him know that he can come pick it up whenever he is ready. Alright. Put the torch there, and we'll stick a sign on here. Zombieskinner's helicopter. Awesome job. Alright, and we just stick all that in there. I can't remember if that was his or not. I think it was. And I think that is all. Sweet. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that was his wood. Cool. Alright, so we are done with that. And now we can get on to other things. And that is a beautiful sunrise. I wish I felt as beautiful as that looks. However, I am sick, so I think today is going to be a fairly easy episode, at least on the pipes anyway. I think, so the curators of the museum have placed an order for 2 more solar panels, so that it looks uniform. So we got 3 and 3. And they have also commissioned Kerrnel Logistics to ship a whole bunch of dirt. And what we are going to do in this episode is we are going to basically connect this landmass. So we're going to connect it from here out to here, and then here around here, and we're going to have a little bit of a water feature, and I think we may have a bridge that connects the two, but not sure about the bridge yet. And the reason for that is because I want to do a visitor. I'm sorry, not a visitor center. A souvenir shop. Sorry. Struggling here. Have a souvenir shop, but I can't have it over here because this is the same chunk as the train system, and this chunk here is the same chunk as our inventory, and I don't want to allow people to access it. I think there's an access level. I'm not sure how the server has got my town set up, but the permissions I think go loot and then access and then build. The my town website seems to indicate that they are not inherited, so one doesn't inherit the permissions of the next, but I think they do. So so rather than take any chances, I'm just going to build the gift shop over here, or the souvenir shop. So I need to be able to get people from there over to here without walking and swimming through water. So we are going to build a little bit of a kind of do some terraforming around here and fill in this area with some dirt so that we can connect the two, and we'll have a little pond in the middle and a little bridge that can go over it. I think that'll be nice. So that is what I'm going to do this episode. I'm going to put some music to this so that I can save my voice, and I'm going to go get set up and then we can start. Our delivery is arriving. Sweet. What do we got? Oops. Ooh. Got our solar panels and the dirt. Sweet. Alright. So we'll grab the solar panels and we'll grab some dirt. If we need more, we'll go just come back and get more. And away we go. Hope you enjoy. Alrighty. So I don't think I might change my mind about that bridge. I may put some railings and things similar to what we did at the old base, um, where we had like a walkway path. Although I'm not sure there's enough room here, and if there isn't, we can always add some room. Um, although we're gonna fill this in with sand, so it's a nice little pond. Maybe we can fish out of it. We might put a railing around here, just to keep people out of the ocean, in case people fall in. But I think this looks a little better than it did before. We got a little. Maybe I'll fill this in too. Yeah, I think I'll fill this in. It doesn't serve a purpose. If people want to bathe, they can go in here, do some swimming. So I will fill this in off camera, and then we'll start in on building the souvenir shop. And welcome back. So it's been a few days. Fair warning, I did not get the visitor shop or the souvenir shop built. And the reason for that is because, well, there's a couple of reasons. First is that I was sick. As you probably heard, I sound a lot different than I did just a few seconds ago. And that was several days back. And I just felt like crap. So I did finish the landmass, the terraforming there. And I'll show you that in a second. We'll go back to the outpost. But when I came back here for some supplies for some things, our AE system was offline again. And our boilers had blown up again. And I had actually recorded fixing them. And I was going to actually make an episode of it. And then they blew up again. So, over the last few days, all of the boilers are now gone. I have given up on railcraft. It has been just an absolute headache. So, rather than go the creative way, I have simplified things and just used the solar panels. And we're using the ultimate hybrids. We have 10 of them. And we have them, and on the Trec server, they are generating 128 EU. So they don't do 512, they do 128. And we are using 10 of those, and I think we are using 3. Yeah, we're using 2 just hybrid solar panels. So I think they generate 64, 32, something like that. So we're not, so we basically what I had to do was plunder all of the ultimate hybrids that we had at the outpost and use them up here. So I had to rewire the entire power system and have EU going into the AE system, and had to make sure that we had the wiring coming from the solar panels coming over this way instead of where they were going. It was just a complete Swiss cheese of a mess of things. Half of the base is actually not powered anymore, and we don't need the tree farm, although actually no, I think I did turn them off just so we could generate some charcoal. But we don't need charcoal anymore because we don't have boilers. We don't need blaze rods anymore because we don't have boilers. We don't need the ethanol anymore because we don't have boilers. So basically, the entire power plant has been rendered useless because we've switched over to the solar. So half the base does not need power, so we have a lot less power requirement. I think we are generating with these. We have the intricate circuit boards. This is the same setup that we have over at the new base. And we have, I believe the calculations are that we have 12 of these electric engines, so I believe they are 12 EU or 12 MJ per, generating 12 MJ. So they should be sending out 144 MJ. I don't think we're using anywhere near that. The only thing that's really using MJ power is the ore processing stuff. Anything else really isn't needed. So the spawners are offline. This stuff isn't generating any ethanol or anything like that, so it's kind of backed up. I've actually run out of coal, so we're not generating coal coke anymore. And we come down here, there's nothing down here. We've taken out the lines here, and we have generated this coal coke here as backup. Not that excuse me, not that we'll ever use it. I'm still getting over being sick. Oh man, so it's been quite an ordeal. But we do have power back, so we are happy. And actually, it looks a lot cleaner back here because we don't need the tesseracts. Pretty clean. I'm liking it. So that is our. that's what's going on over here. So that kind of took away from things. And while I was sick, I didn't want to do too much recording or too much work on the base over here because, I mean, that's some good material there. So, but I did it anyway. I did some work while I was sick, and even though I couldn't talk much, or at least not talk comprehensibly, so we got some things done, and we did finish the terraforming for the most part. And so here we go. And so you can see that we replaced the ultimate hybrids with just the hybrids. So they generate 32 EU. For now, this is all we need, but we will need to upgrade these. So I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't have enough uranium. In the process of all the problems that we had at the old base, all of our princesses and queens they've all disappeared. I started up and rebred a couple of lapis princesses and queens, but somehow they disappeared as well. So now we have no lapis, so we're not generating any lapis. Not that we need it, but our diamonds are all gone. Oh my lord, going through puberty again. Diamonds are all gone. I think the emeralds are still generating. I wanted to get to uranium bees, but after losing all that stuff, it's just I just don't have the patience to go through it again. So I'll have to go mining for some more uranium to make some hybrids or ultimate hybrids. But in the meantime, this is what our terraforming efforts have looked like. I did fill in this area over here, and we filled in the little pond and stuck a tree in there. I think it looks kind of nice. So we'll still have to spiffy this up. So we'll do that in another episode when we do build the souvenir shop. But in the meantime, one of the other things that I did while I was ill was I went in search of the Academy. And the Academy is a structure that is generated from the fossils mod. And I wanted to kind of center a new kind of outpost, not an outpost, but a dig site around it. But unfortunately, they are extremely, extremely elusive. And they only generate in vanilla biomes. And we actually didn't have vanilla biomes turned on. So Trek turned it on, but even with that turned on, because of all of the biomes of plenty biomes, they pretty much get swallowed up. So we weren't really generating any vanilla biomes that I could find. So then Trek actually went and what are those? Oh, those stupid little slimy things. So Trek also basically turned off biomes of plenty so that it only generated vanilla chunks. So I spent about 2 or 3 days flying around in new generated chunks, and they were generating vanilla, but I could not find for the life of me any of the structures for the fossils mod. So I've given up that search. So that was another couple of days of my time. And I heard that there was a new shipment. Let's see, mail. I got a bunch of mail here. Okay, so can't. Oh, okay. So I need to fix the chest that I took. Zombies. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. I was messing around with this. My keys are all messed up. Where's my chat? There it is. So the chest that I used to put Zombie's helicopter in, I guess I didn't put it in a chunk where he could get to it. So I need to fix that. My new fossils have arrived, and I can't remember if I picked those up or not. Here at Z-Team, we no longer... Okay, so they have switched their business model. They no longer ship fossils and things. They are now the Royal Navy and provide security. Thanks for your cooperation. All right. I'll take that under advisement in case we need an escort somewhere. Hello, Zombie Inc. again. This is Airplane. The shipment, unlike the fossils, isn't free. Shipping is 4 diamonds and supplies is 20. Yada yada yada. Okay, so let's go in there. See what we got. Alright, so we've got 35 relics and 30 biofossils. So the price for shipping is 4 diamonds. Wait a minute. I don't think that's the correct price. I think this is the price from the old one. So we reused this chest, but we also reused the same signs. So I need to go make sure that I know what the price is for these before I stick the diamonds in there. Because I think 20 is a little on the cheap side. I think it'll probably cost more, but I just want to make sure. So I will verify that with Zombie. But thank you for the shipment. So let us check out some other stuff that I did while I was ill. I put a terminal up here because I don't know if I did that on camera or not. Put a terminal up here to help with resupplying with the dirt. And another thing that I found were these little guys. I knew that there were skeletons in this mod pack. Now these aren't really skeletons, they are the relics. So if you go into here and you use not the is it the biofossil? I think it's the relics. So if you use a relic and just put it down on the ground, maybe it's a biofossil. It's a biofossil. So if you put a biofossil down, it can turn into one of these guys, and it acts almost like a it acts very similar to the way that the what are these guys? Stone tablets or picture frames or paintings, anything like that. They act a very similar way. So you break them and they kind of fly around. Once you place them on here, you can move them around to place them. They won't move off the block. So you can fiddle around and put them however you want them. Oh, they do fall off the block. So you can mess around with them. They are a pain. When they turn when you don't want them to turn. See? Stop it. Alright. Oh, God. Come on. You have no idea how long I mess with this stuff. Oh, my Lord. Come on, dude. Just get on there. Why did I pick you? Alright. You're going to stay there. I'll fix you later. So there's 4 of them that I can tell. So I've put them up on pedestals here as, nice little displays. And I think the last thing that I'll go through to recap this episode is we've gone through and rebuilt a few of these culture vats. They have a really high failure rate. So you might have to redo some of these. I found that I don't have as much failure if I actually sit there and watch it with the interface open. If I close it and walk away, then I find that it fails more often than not. So mileage may vary, but keep that in mind. Might be something that you can take a look at. So I did some more mining for more fossils and things. I ended up actually with over a stack and a half, almost 2 stacks of each of these guys. So I've processed a bunch of them. And we have come up with some more tree, not the saplings, but the things that you use to generate the saplings. So I did process them. We now have 2 more saplings. Not that we're going to use them right now. I've also found that if you are only generating the vanilla biome chunks, that these trees, the paleoraft trees, actually do spawn in the overworld in those biomes. So they don't spawn, I haven't seen any in any of the biomes of plenty biomes, but in the vanilla biomes, you do see those in the 4 main ones. So that would be taiga, I can't remember if I saw them in Tiger or not. Maybe not. I have seen them in swamps. I've seen them in forests, I think. I've seen them in plains. So they do appear in the overworld. There are these little creatures in the sea called nautilus in the oceans. So you can kill those guys and you can get the empty shells. I think you can use these for some things. I don't know what they're used for. These things here are the magic conchs. And I think you can use those to control dinosaurs at some point. So we found a few more of the ancient broken helmets and the broken swords. What else have we found? We found a bunch. We didn't find, but we were able to get from the relics, the biofossils rather, some DNA. And I'm going to cover that in the next episode. And I'm also going to cover this in the next episode. I don't want to spoil it. But this guy here, we put him in this little area because... so rather than set up a chicken farm to use for the DNA, you can actually use one milk bucket. So rather than it eating a bunch of eggs or eating a bunch of steak or anything like that, you can actually stick in one milk bucket and it will do the entire cycle. So rather than just having a farm, it's just much easier to just... Because when this gets used, it leaves the bucket behind. So you can just take your empty bucket, walk over to Bessie here, fill it up, plop it back in. Both of these guys here do not have any outputs. If you stick them over a hopper, they will empty, but they'll empty everything. They do not have any hooks in for any other inventory system, so you can't pull them up with pipes, you can't pull them out with AE or anything like that. So you have to do these manually, so if I'm going to do it manually, I might as well just use the milk bucket. It's very easy. Plus, it kind of fits in this section here. I think that is really... I mean, it doesn't look like a lot. It doesn't feel like a lot, but it is a lot that I've done over the last few days. And most of it has been because I spent 3 days basically trying to scour the world, trying to find this academy thing. And unfortunately, I have not been able to find it. So that's a shame. If anybody does find it, please let me know. I'd like to see one. But they are rare from what I understand. They do spawn in 1.5, but they, as I say, are extremely rare. So next episode, we will show you the new area down there that I have dug out and what we're going to use that for. And I don't think we'll get to the souvenir shop next episode, but who knows. Stranger things have happened. But nice to be not sick anymore. It really sucked. So it's nice to be back. So it may be pretty seamless to you guys. I try and record these episodes a few at a time because I don't get a lot of playtime. So it's not like I'm recording real time the day that I play. So chances are I might have spent like a Sunday afternoon or a Saturday afternoon or something like that, or all day Saturday for that matter. Playing the game and recording a couple of different episodes, just so that I make sure that there's some content up through the week. I don't want to just kind of blow everything on one day a week and post like either super long episodes or multiple episodes, in a rapid fashion. So I try and kind of space it out. So some of the folks that are on the server, I think I've probably confused some of them because they see things on the video that they've already seen like several days before, even though they're just coming out on the YouTube. Excuse me. So if I haven't confused you, I apologize. But that is pretty much how I do the recording schedule. I do record them fairly well in advance. Generally, at least, you'll probably find that episodes could be maybe a week and a half gap between when I record them and when they air. It's possible for there to be that gap, especially over the holiday. But because I was sick, I need to do some catching up. So this one will probably air a few days after my sickness has ended, and a few days after the... I can't remember what the last episode was that I recorded. It was so long ago. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or suggestions, please do leave them below. And until the next episode, please do take care.